Hello friends, and welcome to the Little Fabric Shop. This video will show you how to create a jig for a basic pleated mask. This jig is not only a sewing time saver, but it will help you to create consistent, even pleats when making your basic pleated mask. This jig was originally created by Ben Photo of YouTube. She designed the jig for a specific mask for a hospital system in her area. Here at Little Fabric Shop, we switched up the pattern and then had to change the measurements for the jig. But we want to credit her, Ben Photo, for her original concept and design of this time-saving project. Included with your PDF directions are measurements to create both an adult size and a child size jig. For this demo, we are going to be working with the adult size measurements. To begin with, you are going to need some lightweight cardboard, like what's found in a cracker box. For us, we used a Cheez-It box. You will need some duct tape or some packaging tape and cutting tools. So I have a ruler, a rotary blade, which I use specifically for paper, and a marking pen. So start by cutting out all the sections of the jig as indicated on the measurements of the PDF. And I cut out the jig the exact same way I would cut out fabric, using my rotary cutter and ruler to make all my cuts. It goes really quick. As you go through and cut out all the sections, make sure that you label them as you go. Specifically for the center section of this jig, the back section, I added top to the top, so this is where you'll place the fabric, right side down as a fabric indicator, and then I included just the dimensions of the cut fabric. These cues will be helpful when you go to actually sew your mask. So now we're going to put together the jig. We're going to take the center back section and attach the long edge of top A, which is 1.5 inches high, together. And we're going to line it up. And then I'm going to just stick a piece of tape here. Then we'll do the same thing for the bottom section. So we'll take B now and we'll line it up. And we will use tape again to attach this. Make sure it's nice and even. There we go. And it's okay if the tape goes out a little bit. I'm just going to take my rotary cutter and blade and trim it off really quick. There it is. And now for the next part, to attach C, we're going to want to flip this over. And you want this edge to be even with this edge. So I have just an extra piece of the box right here to lift up this section, and then it'll line right up nice and even with the edge of A top. And I will take my tape again and I line it up, make it nice and pretty and nice and even, and tape it. You can see that moves nicely. And then we'll do the same thing with the last section. So we'll flip up B bottom, we'll slide in our cardboard lift, and then we will attach D bottom. We'll line up the parts nicely, bring out some tape. There we go. Slid around a little bit. And then, let's bring it on in and tape it. So for the last section of construction, I flip this up and I add an extra piece just to make it a little more secure. Oops, that tape got a little twisted, so we'll try it again. There we go. That will work better. So we'll lay it flat, and then we'll flip it over like that. There we go, and we'll do the same thing here. You want to make sure you bend this before you tape it. If you tape it while it's flat, it won't bend. So it's important that when you reinforce this section, you make sure you bend the box section before you tape it. All right, and that's it. Your jig is finished, and we're ready to go with the next step. So if you want to check out the next video, Sewing with a Jig, we'll get you started on sewing up a simple pleated face mask.